Hello and welcome to a scene for Vampire by Gaslight. Today these three young members of a budding coterie have gathered with the intention of breaking in to the asylum in order to gain the potential child of one of their members.
Let's see.
How do you guys want to go about it?
Looking over there at the gangrel, um,
Yeah,
who
back.
apparently is away for a second because he has something to do.
Yep, he's talking to a cat.
Yeah, he's currently busying himself with talking to Cat. I'm looking over to Sigwin, looking at him, saying, "So I'm guessing you don't want any particular debt attached to this."
Uh, death would cause undue attention to herself. The best case scenario is that she simply is spirited away in the night.
Okay, we can definitely arrange such a deal. I do have particular powers in order to help us in this particular endeavor. I can make it so that we prepare translucent and our identity is obscure and our presence unknown.
Fantastic.
But like I said, I don't suppose you want any debt, social debt, attached to this operation.
Considering the sensitive nature of what's happening, I'd rather it not be particularly on the books, or at least the specific details not to be on the books.
Okay, how about this? We'll be in the business of keeping other people out of our business. Nobody has to know what we're doing tonight. And should I need to call on you to scratch my back, nobody needs to know about that night either.
So sort of like keeping thoroughbreds out of your territory.
Mm-hmm.
Most like the thing, we thumbs up hook over to Floki, the werewolf thing.
Yeah, looking over at Floki about the werewolf thing.
Yeah, what's wrong?
I don't know if that was a good call or a bad call. I don't know if it was particularly wise to associate that particular creature with a werewolf or not, but in any case, you were instrumental in finding a potential breach in the masquerade, bringing it to our attention where we could handle it.
Yeah, you handled it very good. You clawed him very well.
Yes, you did. You did claw him very well. God damn it, Floki.
So what are we going to do?
I guess this particular operation begins with you, Floki. There is an asylum somewhere in them hills, and we need to know a little bit more about the entrances, the exits, and the people or persons or things that might be inside the building. And apparently we're looking for somebody as well?
Yes. We're looking for rather youngest waif that recently came into town. Don't ask me why, but she's important.
Okay, I'm asking you why. Why she's important.
She's important because she knows things she ought not know.
The problem is, if you're going to be friends should tell each other what they do.
Okay.
I can tell you when I can tell you the times of Grant's poop.
I would love to hear about the times that Grant poops.
Okay, he poops when I wake up. He poops when I sleep, and I think he poops when when I'm sleeping. In the middle of he's a tough bastard. He poops all the time.
You know what? That kind of sounds like my own servants. They tend to poop a lot too.
Yeah, I think my servant is clever.
Okay.
I just see lots of vomit everywhere.
So yeah, again, You see what I did, and whatever. Why this lady is important, I just wonder.
Because, okay. There's something in her that wants to break her bonds, fight against the authority. But right now, she doesn't have the power or ability. I want to grant her that ability, that power.
So you want us to go inside, steal someone from Mr. Trent, and Sir Trent, like let's just theoretically fuck with somebody from the court, just for you.
Sir Floki, did not I tell you that a favor for a favor?
Yeah, I already did you a favor. Told you what's inside of the building.
Fair enough. If that favor is paid, good enough.
But like I'm not like this man. He so Tremere. Like I don't ask goons for everything I do. I'm that stupid. But yeah. So like I'm just wondering if you're like I don't have any problems doing this thing, but like what are we going to gain by doing this? Like simply doing this, fucking with him is yeah, it's fun. To admit it, it's fun. But yeah, again, I don't know.
How to explain what is being gained? Twice, if you do it quietly, you undermine his position, and suddenly the Malkavian goes paranoid. And paranoid Malkavians simply self-destruct, which is funny as hell. Oh, but think of it this way: you're a champion of the knee-high brethren.
I am champion of what?
Points to the cat.
Oh yeah. And that person, he says, "Okay, I'm coming. Let's do it."
Like, well, that was not too hard, actually.
You said champions of cats. He likes you now. He's obsessed with cats. You know that. So yeah, he says, "Okay, let's do it." Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, bros.
Silence, discretion, subtlety. These are all things that we need right now. You, my dear friend, need to you need to brief us about what's inside that building. If you told us, then I must have forgotten.
Well,
He has passed the information on to Senwen, but neither of them have said it to you yet. So I will quite happily feed the information to Floki. He may even have brought one of the more informative rats along with him in case there's any other questions that he hasn't asked them.
so
Good.
If you want, I will play the rat.
yeah, okay. The Floki looks at the rat and says, "How's it going?"
Pretty good.
Do you fear from cats?
Well, I think I picked up fleas in that place you wanted us to look at.
Okay. So
Practice.
he looks at the Sir Van de Graaf and says, "Okay, what do you want to ask?" To him. Do it. Tell me.
Okay. You know the basic layouts, about number of people. Specifically, I'm looking for a youngest girl. Oh, about yay high,
Okay,
brown hair, sort of like a really pissed off look, like half the time.
baby step this thing to your, like, just make your brain 100 times smaller, and then think about how would you tell those things to somebody who has a brain 100 times bigger than you. So we are having a problem like this.
So
What does she smell
think
like?
I'm drunk.
Pardon?
So think like I'm drunk.
Yeah, kinda, sorta, yes. The
Okay.
how many people inside? Mr. What's your name? Okay, I'm going to call you Poo Poo. Poo Poo, what's your name? Poo Poo, how many people inside?
Lots.
How many things like me inside?
One.
One. Okay. This this humans and that somebody like us. Where does this person's use to enter? He like shows the building. This thing.
And presumably you've drawn a square on the ground to be the building.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Yep. And the rat will hop up to the square and will pat its paw on one of the lines. Everybody goes in and out here.
Okay. The Van Graaf, I have an idea.
Okay, I'm ready, able, and listening.
So if he just enter and the steal somebody. Wait, do I know we will steal somebody, right? Do I know that? I know that.
We are here to break someone out, yes.
Okay. So how about we just do like this? We gave the impression of somebody wants to do some bad stuff to this place, so we can have time. Like, I think there are guards in there, and I will look around for finding a dog, and make that dog crazy. Like I will tell the dog, go the entrance, make a sound, so make the guards come towards you, and then we will sneak upon the entrance.
So, distraction.
Yeah.
Pardon?
The distraction being a great hound that threatens the asylum. The bodyguards are the more able men who are responsible for the protection of the inmates are distracted dealing with the hound. Meanwhile, we three go ahead and obfuscate ourselves, sneak into the building, proceed to find the person that we're trying to break out, abduct the person, and then walk out. Question is, where is our kidnappee? Where is the young lady?
Loki.
Yeah, what's up?
I remember you saying something about 2 different corridors. 1 men, 1 women's?
Yes, you would have, because, like I said, you passed some of the information on to Senwin before. The confusing thing here is that you okayed me to roll and pass the information along, but weren't free to actually do the scene. So, but yes, you will know, but Jonas will not know yet, that the asylum is shaped like a square with a open area in the middle. Against the back wall is is where the 2 individuals that have their own cages, as the rat put them, have their places. Along the front wall is the entrance and the attendant's desk and various offices. And the side walls, one side has all the male patients and one side has all the female patients.
We're looking for the female ward.
Okay. Okay, female ward. She is located in the female ward. Do we know anything other specifically?
There were 3 positive identifications.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to check 3 different cells. If they're not, and if it's not those 3 different cells, well, there's still the rest of the ward we can look at.
Okay, okay. How do we
And Floki
try...
is talking to an animal again.
Oh yeah, Floki has wandered off and started talking to a very, very interesting owl over there for some reason.
He's talking to the rat about her fleas.
Sorry.
Okay, fair enough. So we know a little bit more about where she may be located. We're starting to shorten our list a little bit. How do we explain the disappearance? What type of evidence should we leave behind, or should we leave behind any evidence? Should we keep it a complete mystery, or should we try to blame it on some other supernatural events during the night? We already have the Hound currently starting shit, but should we sort of mask this as a lupine?
Who's starting shit?
The Hound.
Oh, the dog. Okay, the dog.
Yeah, the Hound. Should we try to masquerade this as a lupine attack, much like the creature that we settled a few nights ago?
How we are going to make him look like a lupine?
Well, marks,
Cinnamon
claws,
goes ahead and
and
points
leg.
at Cinnamon goes ahead and points at your hands, Floki.
So you say I will take the attention.
No, I'm saying that once you've got the Hound out there, you've created enough distraction. We just claw up the room that she was in.
Oh, okay, yeah. We can do
Make
that.
it look as if one of the creatures from nights previously was there. In fact, if you give me a few moments, I can go ahead and retrieve a piece of that creature and leave it there as evidence.
Okay.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. Deborah.
Yep.
Could I do that? I understand that the corpse may have decayed a little bit. I understand that my samples may have decayed quite a lot, but is there still enough there to leave as evidence?
There's enough there to leave something.
All right. I've been practicing all due discretion with the samples, right? Not directly touching them, right?
Yes.
Okay. That'll help with anybody who wants to investigate this back towards me.
Aside from the ones that you've handed over.
Of course, of course. This just means less samples for me, but it's a way to cover our ass. Sounds awesome. So Jonas is going to go ahead and tell these gentlemen to sort of sit tight while he goes ahead and johns back to his own domicile and returns.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
So let me talk with a dog. I will summon a dog at that time. So the summoning a dog is Charisma Survival, which I have 7 dice. Difficulty?
I'm gonna go with diff 6.
Which I have only 1 success.
Ah. Well, 1 dog. That's all you need, though.
Wolf, wolf, bark, bark, wolf, wolf, bark, bark.
Grrr.
Bark, bark,
Grrr.
bark.
Grrr.
You get a dog. It's not the biggest dog. It's a bit scruffy, but it's a dog.
So I put in my hand in a pocket and I just throw him, I make foods for them. I usually carry cat and dog foods.
Like jerky?
Well, you hunt and you tan the skins, so presumably you keep the meat for the animals.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. This mistake won't happen again. I don't know why I was so serious at that time. Okay, I'm backing who I see. The Floki says, "Okay, how are you? How is everything? Tell me."
I'm okay.
Do you know who's inside?
The butcher, he went and got distracted by one of those small people running around and was chasing after him. We were able to get half a sheep out the back door.
So, okay, I want you to do something for me, which I will, I'm going to feed you right now, and you're going to do something for me. How about a deal? Are
He
you
pops his
clever?
head, looking contemplatively,
Okay, are
and
you clever, dude?
scratches behind his ear,
Are
and then
you
he
clever?
kind of gives a doggy huff of a shrug.
Okay, the Floki comes near the dog, hugs the dog, and pets it.
Mhm.
So if
Who's
you
your
want to
dog?
also tomorrow I can come and play with you. If you want to, of course. The
Okay, don't bring those two though. They smell funky.
yeah, don't worry. I want you to make noises.
Hey, is that a rat?
Yeah, it's a rat. Do
Looks
you
like
want
he's
it?
considering going after the rat. The rat is looking uncomfortable.
Floki takes the rat and gives it to it.
What, the rat that you've just been using to look around the asylum?
Oh shit, that's a humanity check, right?
No, it's just hilarious.
No, it's just you've just taken your informant that has been running around doing lots of stuff for you, and,
Oh yeah, okay. Let's just
thrown it alive to a
okay,
dog.
let's just keep it not keep it that way. Like I think I'm going to keep the rat. The
Oh,
the
it looked like Floki was about to throw hit the informant,
yeah.
and then he realizes, wait a second, I'm not that big of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, this rat has scampered off. The dog has considered following it.
The
You'll be getting
Floki
no more
just
information from the.
I can order him, don't worry. The Floki puts the rat to his pocket, like stay there. And then he looks at the dog. Okay, I want you to do bark all the time, and get those people inside to outside. Can you do that for me? And I promise I will feed you tomorrow as well.
If you bark like that, people tend to throw stuff at you.
But if you do this, I'm going to feed you tomorrow. Are you sure that you will able to find something tomorrow? I'm not sure. And if you prove yourself to be clever and do something amazing, I am going to get you to my place, and I'm going to feed you every night. No, I'm going to be your, father, brother, sister, whatever what you want.
Do I look like a lapdog to you?
No, you look like a clever dog, and I'm becoming friends with the clever dogs and cats. We have a friendly family in there. You can
He
join
gives
us.
you a bit of a sniff. He doesn't look that impressed by you. He's like, whatever, it's something to do.
Okay.
and he trots
Does Floki understand this?
doors.
You should have told him it was a game. It was being a fun game.
Yeah.
You don't know what he was. Well, actually, no. You probably know his side of the conversation. But the dog is howling away at the doors and scratching at them and peeing on them.
So, like, Floki screams like, "Make them, make them come after you!"
Yep, he's howling away, he's barking at
I
the door,
mhm. I presume that Jonas
peed
has
on the
gotten
door.
back. Okay.
He's just halfway through pooping when one of the people inside aims a kick at him.
So,
He gets out the way pretty easily. and he bites the guy on the ankle. And then he darts down the steps and sits at the bottom, barking some more. And the guy's like, "You fucking get the dog!" And he does, in fact, try throwing stuff at the dog.
I think this is the perfect opportunity for us to sneak on through, but give me 15 minutes, jackasses. Behind you, the Tremere has gotten back with a few samples, and he's currently working up some mumbo jumbo, actually, looking at two of you going, "You guys started out without me. You guys shouldn't have done that. Now I have to rush this." Bam.
So, are we going
One,
to
two.
stealth checks?
Yep. So after Jonas goes ahead and finishes his particular ritual by marking both of you with a black smudge on your forehead and himself with a black smudge on his forehead, don't worry, it's ink. Yeah, we're going to be fairly translucent for the rest of this scene, or until I go ahead and break it.
The guy that first answered the door is chasing this dog around because it has leapt up and stolen his, I don't know, something. Something that was dangling. He's stolen the keys. He's running around with these keys.
If he stole those keys, that dog is becoming my ghoul.
He stole the keys. He's not given them to you. He's running around with the keys.
I know. I will make it my ghoul after we are done. If he able to get those keys.
No, he has. He's got the keys, but he hasn't got them because they're keys for you to use. He's got them because he knows that people like their shiny, jangly things.
What I mean, what I mean is like this dog. I'm going to give him some things to get those keys, and I think this is a clever dog. And if he is able to outrun that guy, it's a nice dog. So yeah.
Jonas, for his part, is going to start advancing towards the doorway, but before he does, he gets from his bag a few burlap sacks. It's about head size. Goes ahead and throws it over his face. Hands one to you, Sigmund. Hands the other one to Floki. Proceeds to walk inside. And he's currently got a bit of a jangle to his pants. Maybe he's got some lockpicks in there. Maybe.
The guy that is running around doesn't seem to notice Jonas with his mask on. And neither does the guy that is standing just just inside the doorway. So you're going to have to make a dex roll to squeeze past him. But he's watching this dog giving his friend the runaround, laughing.
Laughing like a jackass.
Yep. So you're going to want. I'm thinking dex.
Stealth.
Either stealth or athletics, whichever is higher you can use.
I'll let you guys know. They are both under the subject of Mask of Shadows.
They are. He won't see them.
Yep.
But he's quite close to the door frame.
Oh, fair enough.
He's looking out into the street and watching him run around. So you've got to squeeze past him without touching him.
Yep, fair enough.
You see those successes?
All the successes.
You're fine. You only need the one success, but you've got to squeeze past him without touching him.
I think I jumped on him, like without making noises.
Oh, you get Catalyst Grace. That's right. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 6 plus 2 plus 2 for athletics. Okay.
All right. That's right. You have celerity.
Yep.
Yeah, but he can botch. I think I rolled 8 once. I rolled 8 dice at difficulty 4, and I botch.
Right. So you're fine, Jonas.
All right.
You get reduced difficulty of 2 because you did say you were heading ahead of them, and he happened to be slightly further away from the door at the time.
All right. I've gone ahead and blood buff. My dex is at 5. My stealth is at 3. Like a
Let's
boss.
let's put our coterie names Jonas Brothers.
Hilarious.
So anyway, the three of you manage to sneak past these guards. One of whom is chasing this dog with the keys, and the other one is in the door. And you're inside. Now, you know that both of the sides were one side was male, one side was female, but did you remember to ask which was which?
I think there's a perception alertness to remember.
I'm going to
No,
look
I'm saying,
at the
did you remember to
signs that
ask?
are posted. I'm going to look at the
Like,
signs that are posted. Maybe there is a clear distinction between the male and the female wards.
There isn't. There's
I'm
no
taking the
signs.
rat. I'm
There's
taking the rat.
there's some offices, and they have the names of the doctors on them. But that's it.
I'm taking the rat out and say, okay. Where are the long hairs and where are the short hairs?
He says the long and the short hairs are mixed up.
What?
The female are on one board, the male are on another, but the hair lengths vary.
Oh shit, you know female and male, good. Where's the females?
That way.
That way, thank you. You're going to get some sneakers, don't worry. And he puts it on his, pocket again, and he follows the way. Like say, okay, follow me. Or no, follow Jonas, bro.
Yeah, follow the Jonas. You direct his actions, he will go ahead and walk towards that direction. I'm activating heightened senses. Smell, actually. Because I want to smell where all the blood may be. And by all the blood, I mean beating hearts. And by beating hearts, I mean this will lead me into knowing where everybody is at the moment. Sound good?
Well, there's the two behind you, and there's like described. There's a lot. The rats say lots of lots. There's probably close to 100 people in the building.
Oh, that is fair enough. However, I need to be more selective with my filter, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be selective with my filter by simply saying, right, I only need to know about things on my level, which is my floor level, and those that are in these hallways and such. And I'm going to be walking towards the female ward. If there's any obstacle, please tell me.
No obstacles. There is a set of stairs going up because there's two levels of them. There's a bunch that are on the ground floor and there's a bunch that's on the second floor.
Interesting.
It's a coin flip.
If you want it to be a coin flick.
But if you remember, the rats narrowed it down to 3 people that arrived roughly the right time and were roughly the right height and had the right hair color.
Yeah, problem is 2 floors. What's the likelihood they're all going to be in the same floor?
You haven't asked. Or even if they're not on the same floor, it might be 2 on one and 1 on the other.
Exactly.
Well, Jonas is useless in this situation because he would not recognize the person that we are trying to kidnap.
Let's try the ground floor first.
Right? Go ahead, lead on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Walking through.
You can hear a lot of stuff going on. There's some snoring. There's some people that are muttering. There's one person that has thrust their arm out through the bars and is shouting at you.
Explain that one.
Doesn't have to make sense. They could be shouting at the person opposite them. They could be shouting in general.
Okay, okay.
It just
Um,
they are shouting, and they have their arm thrust out through the bars like they're trying to get attention.
are they saying that, what are they shouting? Just out of curiosity.
F-words?
They're after me. They're trying to get in through the window.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. That one is wrong. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to listen more into the mutterings.
You're not a Volcavian, so motherfucking.
You can hear quite a lot of different mutterings. One's like, I don't like the dark, 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 over and over and over again. No, it's not broken. It's just this is the kind of stuff that goes on in here a lot of the time.
Okay,
Okay.
Loki, the rat.
Jonas is going to do this. Jonas is going to go ahead and grab Sigwin by the head, force Sigwin to go to his ear, and Jonas is going to ask, describe her mutterings. I will open up my ears and see if she's around.
Yeah. She knows the term "no food for you." Go, and you're not right.
Okay. This is what I want you to do, Sigwin. I want you to start looking into the bars and seeing anybody here you recognize. And I'm going to be walking around trying to pick out those few words and those particular mutterings. What does she sound like?
What does she sound like? It's been so long, and I clearly, she sounds like a youngest woman. Do
Is
you know
she
what a
beautiful?
governess is?
Is she beautiful?
Yep.
Well, she's not ugly.
At the time, she probably looked less so because she wasn't eating properly.
She
Last time you saw her, she looked like she was half starved, so she probably was not looking her best.
Okay. Jonas is going to try to take as much of that information as possible. Go ahead and change his heightened senses to sound and start monitoring, gesturing Sigwin to get on with it.
Okay, and Zinwin starts looking through the bars, trying to figure out, try and look at the faces.
Okay.
By the way, Loki,
Yo, what's up?
there were 3 different rooms, 3 different suspects. The rat in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rat had located 3 people that fit the description.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I take the rat, hold him from his, back, and says, "Okay, can you just tell us what show us the way, the description that they gave you."
The rat will jump out of your hand and scutter along, and it will tap its paw against one door that is relatively close, and then it will bound down the hallway quite quickly and tap its paw at another door, and then it will head back towards you because it wants to go up the stairs.
Okay,
third
we will
one.
go. We will go upstairs later. Let's just check these 2 first. How about that?
See, there you go. I told you there would be 2 in one on the other. Goes to the closer one, sort of just looks in.
You can't see anything in there. The blanket has been put up in front of the door.
Blanket is put up in front of the door. Fair enough.
I imagine that there is this small sliding window that he's currently looking through that has a few different bars associated with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is what Jonas is going to do. Jonas is going to take a very, very small knife, a scalpel or like instrument, and you said it was a blanket, right?
Yep, it's a blanket.
Okay. Jonas is not going to go ahead and cut it all the way. What he's going to do is he's going to cut a very, very small piece of it so that he can gain sight into it, and he's going to try to look in.
It's going to be quite tricky because even though it's supported near the top, it's not held at the bottom, so it's not taut. As you poke it with the knife, it will move, which will make it hard to cut. But if you make me just make a straight dex roll, difficulty
Okay.
5.
Okay. Rolling.
1 success. It's enough to make a hole in it.
Okay. Going to peer inside with my heightened senses. What is inside?
Someone that is curled up in a ball with their hands over their head to try and hide in this ball.
Interesting. Gonna go ahead and change
At
up my
least
senses.
that's what you can figure out from the fact that you can just you have to lean towards the side to see this because she's chosen near the door to one side. You can just about see the tips of her toes and her elbows from where she's kind of curled up.
Interesting. Interesting. Gonna go ahead and change up my senses to. So I've been changing up my senses all freaking day. Change up my senses to sound. I'm gonna go ahead and put my ear to that particular window, and I'm gonna try to observe any sounds in there.
Her heartbeat is very fast. And so is her breathing. She's definitely awake.
Okay, but still cannot identify her. Looking over to
Yeah.
Sigwin. Said something about bread, right?
Yeah. Hold on a second. I gotta hear you.
The Floki activates his eyes and he looks so I can clearly see in the dark right now.
While you're discussing that, you will finally hear something. And what she whispers is, "You are not my mother, and I will not drink your milk. You are not my mother. I will not drink your milk."
Do I remember from our first scene that somebody was screaming like this?
You didn't hear that. The first scene you heard "No bread for you."
Oh
And
yeah,
you
no bread for
heard,
me.
I will not drink the wine."
Yeah, okay.
Jonas, for his part, is going to very, very quietly mumble or murmur exactly what he's hearing to Sigwin and Floki.
That sounds similar to what you said. Is call out to her.
I think it'd be more appropriate if you did.
All right. Scoot over. Do you guys remember the myth of Apollo and Cassandra?
No.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna start whispering into the cage. At one point there was a mother and daughter beautiful kingdom, King Midas or something like that. But I remember one thing. There was a woman by the name of Cassandra, who was most beholden to everyone, including the gods themselves, including that of the god of the sun, Apollo. Apollo looked upon the Cassandra and wanted it, envied it, and therefore he took it. Okay, but that because well, gods are fickle and the fates are evil. Well, Cassandra was most gifted in that of seeing beyond herself, seeing beyond sight, like knowing things she shouldn't, seeing the future as it were. But because Apollo's a massive dick, cursed Cassandra for that no one would ever believe her. Is that Cassandra here today?
She laughs. You can all hear the laugh. "You think you're Apollo?"
Yeah. I'm a dark reflection of him. That is you in there, isn't it? Cassandra, that is you, I suspect. What if, someone could gift you the ability to say, fuck all of this. Fuck all of this stuff. Fuck this fear. Fuck this loss of control. Well, fuck everything. Okay? What if someone could give you the power and ability to say, fuck it all?
What if someone could give you the power to see Apollo again?
I'm listening.
Nothing. Just asking questions.
The gift of Apollo is the gift of Apollo is the gift of denial. For it is beyond my station at this point. Right? So I merely do what I can and with what I am. But seriously, these questions, interesting, very interesting, but short-lived. If, as I am here, short-lived.
You want to take Apollo from me?
I could. That is some. That is definitely the intention. But think of what I'm giving you.
Tell me what you're giving me.
I'm giving you Athena. I'm giving you Harris. Yes, I'm giving you those. I'm giving you the strength and power to do as you will. Well, and the love. Oh, all the love. You would be Aphrodites to these low-blooded mongrels.
What of Daphne?
Daphne. I seriously don't know if Daphne is a mythological figure or not.
She is, but in character you probably don't know either.
I have a dot in occult.
I have a dot. I have several dots in academics.
There you go.
You probably get the reference. Daphne is the one Zeus turned into an olive tree while trying to escape.
I'll go ahead and whisper that into Sigwin's ear.
Love is not safety.
Oh, so totally true. So, no. Become my Persephone, and they cannot take you back, and they won't take you back. Besides, do you think I would?
Probably spends 3 months in Hades. This won't be 3 months. She stands up and she moves the blanket because she is considering an offer.
Sorry, say that again. There was coughing.
She stands up and she moves the blanket because she's considering. And the intriguing thing is the fact that it is an offer rather than you randomly kidnapping her. She does find that interesting in itself.
Come on, think of it. You would never lose Apollo forever. There would be Diana in the sky, reflecting, and always reflecting.
Athena does look so like her brother at times.
Some would say even more beautiful, because there is no blazing sun, and there is no confusing, there is no overawing, there is just simple, elegant beauty in the sea of darkness.
Why?
Why you? Why this gift? Or why him?
Yes.
From what I
Well,
can
there's
tell,
there's the
what I can-
philosophical answer, there's the actual answer, and then there's the fun answer. The philosophical answer is that when I look upon you, I saw something that could definitely break free. And, well, my lineage is all about breaking free from from the norm, or from taking a passion and going with it when you shouldn't have any, with the craziness and insanity. The real answer is I just felt like it. The fun answer is you know things that you should know. And I don't know why you don't know them, so I want to find out why.
You see the bird in the cage. You hear its song. You want to release it. Its wings are broken. But by all means.
If clip wings could be remended, at least momentarily, at least temporarily remended every day, wouldn't that not be good enough?
believe me, every element of the sun can be healed with certain gifts that my good friend here is offering you.
Not every. But I will take your offer.
All right, all right.
Cassandra,
Yes, Catman?
do you like cats?
I have met very few.
Just wanted to make sure.
Okay, turning towards Floki. Floki, when I go ahead and point at that door, do your worst. Looking over to Cassandra. Cassandra, you may want to step back. And looking at Floki, he's got his finger at the ready. What is Floki doing?
Yeah, he's closing the walls.
Close the door!
Oh yeah, close the door. I'm closing the door.
Okay.
Do I need to roll
Give
dice?
me a strength brawl.
Yeah.
You
That's
don't need
something.
the dex one. You're gonna hit. You're gonna
One.
hit it. One success. Okay. It's not enough to break the door open, but there's definitely a lot of scratch marks on it now.
So I do it again. 3.
And a lot of the people, yep, you've got the door open. You've busted the door open. There's scratch marks all over the place. The people in the nearby cells are all awake and shouting. The guards
Are
seem
coming.
to be heading in your direction, but they've got quite a distance to travel. You can, as in, you can hear running.
Okay, I'm going to summon the rats.
Okay.
I'm gonna look to my good friend and simply say, my good friend, please take your prize. We are running. Meanwhile, I'll go ahead and take that little sample and start to actually throw it against the whatchamacallit, a door. Throw it against the busted up door now, as if maybe this came off during a rather good thrashing.
All right. Finwind extends the hand and says, "Okay, we're going to run around the mulberry tree. How about that? That sounds like fun."
Let's go!
She is going to wrap herself in the blanket, step out delicately over this door, ignore your hand, and and start. Yeah, she doesn't seem to react to that. Also, the fact that she seems to know exactly where you guys are, despite the fact that you're still theoretically invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly fine. He's like, perfectly fine. My good friend is responsible for his prize. I am currently walking in the opposite direction of the sounds, of the running.
Yeah, me too.
I think the plan should be that we're going to go around from this ward to the back ward to the men's ward and back out again.
Yep, that sounds good.
That's all very well. Cassandra has headed for the stairs. She's headed quite quickly for the stairs.
Well, she's not necessarily my responsibility. That's Sigwin's responsibility.
She's already halfway up a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
I'm going
Ooh.
towards the flight of stairs.
She?
And the running footsteps are approaching.
Yep. This is Sigwin's responsibility right now. If he's running in a particular direction, we're all running in that direction.
Okay. Well, for my part, I'm going to try to run up to her. It's like, where are you going?
She's going to hold a finger up to her mouth. Quiet.
Okay. I do the same.
What are the other two doing?
I'm going to be following Sigwin. I told him to take his prize. Apparently, he's letting his prize walk about.
Okay. Floki, what are you doing?
So I see Sidwin following the Cassandra.
Yep,
And I
Cassandra
see-
has run back towards the stairs and halfway up a flight of stairs and is waiting there. Senwin has run up to join
take
her.
her, and Puka is being bitch, like he always do.
Walker has headed towards the stairs as well. He's
Oh,
a
shit!
bit
Cool.
further down the stairs, but he is near the stairs.
I'm going after them as well.
Okay, so you're all safely out of the way as the guards round the corner, past the stairs, and head towards the mess that you've created down the corridor.
Hmm?
And she is off and running before you've even seen the guards round this corner.
Okay. Let's start
Almost
running
like she
low.
knew exactly when they would be there. And she's heading
got this
towards the
timed.
front door.
Of course, she's
Okay.
had this time.
Alright. Let's go running.
There it is.
Running towards the front door at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, at that point, I think I know the plan already. Swoop in, grab her up, celerity.
Fucking asshole.
The door's still open. The dog is sat there, currently pooping on the keys in the doorway.
I jump over it.
Can't control that animal. God damn it, that's Floki's responsibility. Run.
What's happening?
You will get out
could not
perfectly
get
fine.
those keys. I could not get those keys even if I wanted to, which I do want to, but I can't. It's a fucking dog.
You will get out perfectly fine.
I want those keys. Light it off.
Well, the dog you didn't tell the dog you wanted the keys. You told him you wanted a distraction. He nabbed the
So-
keys to cause a distraction. Then it was his last-ditch effort to keep them from running back inside. Was to drop the keys right near them, but they were off and running. So his disdain for them is to poop on the keys.
So wait, like, do I see the keys?
Yeah, you see the keys. They're covered in dog poop at the moment,
Oh,
and having pee added to them.
I'm taking it for keys.
Okay, you have some somewhat smelly
Fucked up.
keys.
Yeah.
I will have to offer more services to my two budding coterie mates some other time, simply because I am leaving. I'm
Yeah.
walking away. Currently being called to another scene.
That's okay. You all, like I said, you all make it outside all right.
And
Jonas makes
you,
his
right?
excuses. Floki has some rather smelly keys, and a dog that is following him and looking at the lot of them fairly interesting, with interest, because as a dog he can follow them by smell. So he's like, it's a bit odd, these people turning invisible, but that doesn't change the fact that he owes me food.
And I think with the thrilling escape, we can cut the scene to a close.
Yep.
Sounds good.